Greetings and hello from wherever you're flowing from. My name is Hillary. Thank you for flowing with me today. This is going to be a cozy seated yoga flow. All you need today is your body. I do have a blanket here with me just for a cozy shavasana, so please feel free to pause the video and get some goodies that you need, maybe a sweatshirt if it's cold where you're at, a blanket, a pillow, whatever your spirit feels called to right now. I also have a candle and some incense flowing. I sprayed some beautiful Florida water just to even set the vibes and the tone for my practice as well. So take your time to get what you need and I'll meet you on your mat. So for today's flow, it's going to be really gentle, seated flow. And please listen to your body. If anything doesn't feel right for you, honor that and maybe skip the pose or take a child's pose or modify in a way that is comfortable for your body. I'm going to invite you to bring one ear over to your shoulder and we're going to do some half neck rolls starting at the front from ear to ear, rolling all the way down from one side to the other, doing a half circle. Keeping your awareness with your breath the entire practice. Maybe deepening with each exhale. And just a few more rolls on this side. And when you make it to one side, even it out and bring your neck back to neutral. Stay here for a moment. And then starting back with your ear to shoulder, we're going to take it backward, rolling your neck, ear to the other side. And we're going to do that for a little minute. Just getting a good stretch in the front side of your neck, chest, chin. Just a few more rolls. And when you even out the rolls, bringing your ear to one side and up into neutral position. Good. Now we're going to go for some seated cat-cow. So you may stay in your comfortable, easy seat or on your knees like I am, whatever feels comfortable for you. And we're just going to inhale, chest forward. Exhale into your cow. Inhale, really extending that chest, neck up to the sky. And inhaling, making a tight little ball here. I'm going to do that a few more times. Finding a rhythm and a pace that feels in alignment with you right now. It is really gloomy here today, so I just want to move slow. And now I invite you to find some movement in the spine that is intuitive, that your body needs right now. If you are not sure what you need, maybe make some circles with me, winding at the hip, reversing your circle. This is a good practice to do with your eyes closed. I do a lot of my practices with my eyes closed because it just feels like I'm going within. But if that's not safe for you, please keep your eyes open, of course. And finding some stillness here. And we're going to do some side stretching, placing your left palm down on your mat and extending your right hand all the way up and over. Feeling a really extended stretch here on this right side. Breathing into it, exhale and cartwheeling over to the other side. Inhaling deep, exhaling, switching to the other side. Extending all the way over and exhaling to the opposite side. You're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, exhale. Inhale up, exhale down. Last one. Inhale back to neutral. Now we're going to start on our left side again, kind of in a similar position that we were in. However, we're going to swing all the way around to one side, doing some kind of like a, I don't know, what do you call this? It just feels really good in my body. Swinging one arm over and allowing your body to fall forward and being guided by your hand that is lifted. So one hand is on your mat and your opposite hand is guiding your body and swinging you around and forward to the other side. And then your other hand is going to land on the mat. And just watch me for a few times to get an idea. I do this all the time. I should probably give it a name. A few more times. Just really taking your time here. Last one. And finding a neutral position, rise up. Beautiful. Now you're going to move your hips over to one side. I'm coming onto my left and keeping your knees at a 90-degree angle. So both of your knees are going to be folded here in a 90-degree. You're going to twist your body as much as you can without compromising any pain or anything in your body that feels like it's resisting. Listen to that. And as neutral as you can, we're going to extend up and back, inhaling and exhaling forward. And we're going to come up in an inhale and exhale down into the mat, inhaling up again. And on this exhale, we're going to rest. And we're going to find a resting position either on your hands, your fist, or you can even grab a block and put it on one setting. And resting your forehead here. Whatever feels good for you right now. A few more breaths. And on your next inhale, we're going to rise all the way up, landing on our hands, extending into that extended spine and twist. And coming into a neutral position, Switching sides. So again, legs finding that 90-degree angle, both sides, and a twist at your hips as neutral as you can. And we're going to place our palms on the mat, inhaling back, exhale, fold. Inhale, extend, long spine. Exhale, rest and fold. Inhale up. And on this last exhale, fold, find a resting position. Last two inhales. Last two breaths. Inhale your way all the way up and back to neutral. Now I invite you to find a child's pose. So bringing your hips up and both feet back into child's. I'm going to extend at my knees, allowing my big toes to touch. And I'm going to extend into my child's pose. But if that child's pose is too active or you don't want to have a stretch in your hips, keep your legs closed and you can just fold down on top of your thighs. But I'm going to take an extension here. Forward, forehead to mat. And I will bring my hands into prayer in this child's pose above my head. And just rest here. And giving myself a scan, both in the body and in the mind. Taking a scan of my thoughts and how I'm feeling. I invite you to do the same. This is such a position of surrender. And if you are in a season where you are being called to surrender to what is, may this serve as a reminder to surrender in whatever area of life that needs you to do that. That needs you to meet you here. Last few breaths. And exhale, slowly making our way out of this child's pose. Beautiful. Now we're going to crawl our way into Cobra. Hips up and raised off of the mat. Back is in somewhat of a forward or in a backward bend, and we're just going to look over our shoulder a few times. Taking it nice and slow here. Really twisting and feeling into how that feels for your spine. Last twist. And then coming down onto your stomach. We're going to take one spinal twist before our Shavasana. So you're going to be flat on your stomach. We're going to do one side first. So shift your body to the left side of your mat. Your right arm is going to extend out beside you. You're going to lay your right ear on your mat and flip over into the right side of your body, lifting your left foot behind your right leg. Your left arm can be in many positions. It can be here in front of your chest. It can be extended out in front of you. Or you can even take a bind and extend that hand behind you to meet your other hand. Whatever you feel called to. I'm just going to rest mine here. You should feel a beautiful stretch in your shoulder, your spine, even some hip opening action right here. Last 2 breaths. On your next exhale, we're going to simply come out of it the way we came in, slowly bringing everything back to the mat. Shifting your body over to the right side of your mat now. Extending that left arm out. Left ear to the mat and rolling over onto the left side. Bringing your right foot behind your left leg. This right arm, find a place for it. I'm going to keep mine in front of the chest. And I'm just going to breathe here. This is also somewhat of a heart opener. One of the many reasons I love yoga so much is because you don't even realize sometimes how tender these asanas can get you to be. If you are someone who, has to navigate this life with a hard exterior, yoga will act differently of you. It will soften you. It will ask you to open your heart. It will ask you to open in the hips and to be in a position of surrender. Two more breaths. On your next exhale, simply rolling back down onto your mat into the way that we started. Beautiful. And now I'm going to meet you on your back. I'm going to grab my blanket. You grab whatever you need for your Shavasana. Maybe putting your blanket underneath your knees for some support on the low back. Maybe behind your head. Or maybe covering your body. And just really getting cozy here for your Shavasana. Spread out and take up space. And just be here. Just be here and honor this moment. I invite you to bring your awareness back into the breath, back into the body. Maybe finding some movement in the toes, in the fingers, and the hips, shoulders, and the neck. Taking a big inhale with me. One more big inhale and exhale. Finding your way over onto one side in fetal position. This is one of my favorites. Another just soft position that asks you to just be here and surrender. Imagine you're being held by this earth. That's what I think of when I'm in this. Gratitude to Gaia. Inhale, placing your palm and lifting your way all the way back up to a seated position. No need to move your blanket out of the way. Maybe like wrap it around you and get really cozy here. Keeping your eyes closed. I'm going to close out our practice with a deep inhale and sighing it all the way out. On 3, 2, 1. Maybe trying that one more time. Another deep inhale. Sighing it out. Letting it go, letting the shoulders drop, and just being in that beautiful release, blinking the eyes open. Thank you for sharing this practice with me. Namaste, everyone. Namaste, namaste. So glad that you joined this practice with me. I will see you in another flow.